Have you ever wondered why most of us don't get sick every single day, even though millions of bacteria and viruses surround us? Or why some people recover quickly from infections while others become seriously ill? The answer lies in one of the most fascinating defense systems in biology, the immune system. Welcome back to Biominds, your guide to mastering molecular biology and launching a high growth career in the life sciences. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a lecture. Let's get started. So we'll discuss about introduction to immunology. So what is immunology? So immunology comprises of two words, immune and ology. Ology means what? Whenever you see a word ending with the ology, it means it is a study of. Okay, so for example, biology. So biology means it's a study of a biological system, or you can say the living things. And in here, in immunology, ology means study of an immune system. Okay, so what is immune system? So it's a protective system that protect us from the harmful pathogen, okay, or the infection. So if you see the historical perspective, so in the early observation, people notices that some people get recovered from the infection very easily. Okay, so that was the early observation. That means there is something in our body that protect us. Okay. In 430 BC, Thucydides observed during plague in Athens that survivors could care for the sick without catching the disease again. So it was an early recognition of acquired immunity. Acquired immunity means it's the immunity that develops during the lifetime. After that, in 15th century, uh, Chinese and Turkish practices of variolation aim to induce a protection. Okay, so uh, they add the bacteria so the protection can be induced. In 1796, a Jenner, Edward Jenner, he's also known as the father of Jenner. So he observed that milkmaids who had cowpox were immune to smallpox. So his observation lead to the development of the vaccines for the smallpox. Okay. Next is the in 1880s, Louis Pasteur demonstrated that attenuated means the pathogen, the uh, harmful part of the removed. Okay, so the microbes could safely induce immunity. So he developed the vaccines for cholera, anthrax, and rabies. Okay, so it was the foundation of modern immunology. And now the future, if you see here, if you see in the present as well as in the future, there are so many new vaccines are developing, the immunotherapies are there, and the personalized medicines are there. Okay, so that protect us from the harmful pathogen. Okay, so this is the basic overview of the history of the immunology or immune system. So we have a different types of immunity. So if you see the basic two types, innate immunity, which is a natural immunity, and we have the adaptive or we can say the acquired immunity. Innate immunity or the natural immunity, if you see why it is known as a natural, because it is present since birth or present from the birth. Okay, so it acts quickly and it's non-specific. Means what is non-specific? So if you got the infection, if one person got the infection of the smallpox, okay, and the one person got the infection of the salmonella, suppose, so the innate immunity or the natural immunity will same in both the patients. Okay, so first it will act very quickly. Okay, so your body will protect us. So we have certain physical barriers, we have certain cells, we have certain system. Okay, we will see this in a very detail. Next is we have the adaptive immunity or the acquired immunity. So adaptive and acquired immunity, it will develop later. Okay, means after few days, when the body will recognize that pathogen, a body will recognize the pattern of the infection, and then it will body will develop the certain type of immunity, and that immunity is known as the adaptive or the acquired immunity. So it is very specific, So it will be specific for the salmonella infection, or it will be specific for the chlorella infection. So it will be different for different type of infection. So here the major cells involved in this is the B cells and the T cells. Okay, and it also has the immunological memory. Next, if you see, there are certain cells of the immune system. So if you see the immune system, so system is what? It's the group of certain things. So in our body, we have a respiratory system, we have a circulatory system, okay, we have excretory system, we have a digestive system. So if you see, if for example, respiratory system has certain organs and certain cells in it, such as lungs, alveoli. Okay, so these are the certain organs of the respiratory system, such that immune system also has certain cells and organs as well. So we have cells. So that cells developed or produced in one of the major organ of the immune system, that is bone marrow, where our cells of the immune system develops. So we have a different cells: monocytes, neutrophils, eosinophils. We have T cells, B cells. We will discuss the cells in detail in the next lecture. Next, we have the organs of an immune system. So we have a different organs of the immune system. Okay, so we have a primary lymphoid organs, we have a secondary lymphoid organs. So why primary? Because it's the primary, its primary function is the immune system function. Okay, secondary lymphoid organs means it helps. And okay, so primary we have a bone marrow and we have a thymus. Secondary we have lymph nodes, we have malt, lymphoid tissue, etc. Okay, that's it for today. So this is the basic overview of the immunology. So we will have a detailed discussion on each of the different sections which we have discussed. So stay tuned for it.